Father, Mother God, we ask at this time to bring the highest information in for all of our soul growths. As always, Father, surround us with your love, light, healing, wisdom, and truth. We call forth the energy of Mary Magdalene and Joshua and our beloved Holy Mother as they step forward to bring their words of wisdom and healing and guidance to us at this time. And in this we thank thee, and so it is. Greetings, dear one. Yes, it is I, Mary Magdalene. We wish to speak about time travel, and yes, this is a very powerful message that we wish to bring forward today, for it may seem to be a bit unusual for some to understand about time travel and to understand about portals, dimensions, and frequencies of energy that each of you move through each and every moment of your life. However, we wish to bring this to the conscious attention and awareness, to bring it into an understanding that time travel is not a unusual activity. For know, dearest children, that during your sleep state, each of you time travel. Each of you move from your consciousness into your superconsciousness, and you travel through a portal of time and space into other dimensions, into other galaxies, into other universes, back into your home planet, and even into the heavenly realms of the realms of light in which you once came. And so we wish to bring this to your attention so you can begin to access this energy, begin to access information. At this exact moment, Lea has altered her consciousness and she has time traveled to be with us here in our dimensional frequency. So you see, even in this powerful moment of bringing this message forward, Lea was able to shift her consciousness, raise her vibration, and move into what you call an altered state of consciousness. Even though it may appear to be effortless and easy, she has altered her energy and moved the frequency of her energy through time travel into the dimensional frequency in which we exist, where we are here at this moment of time in the 9th dimensional frequency. And so she has altered her energy. We have what we call lowered our frequencies so that we can match the state of consciousness and be able to communicate with her. And so, dear ones, each of you have this same ability. Each of you are able to do this. Each of you on a conscious level are able to understand that you're able to time travel, and that this is not a foreign or unusual or unrealistic concept. For you see, as you know, dear beloved Joshua time traveled through time and space as he would appear and reappear to me in physical form during our lifetime after the crucifixion over 2,000 years ago, when he moved forward into his ministry and he would bilocate his energy to another location. He would simply alter his frequency and be able to literally disappear and reappear as he would bring his energy from the physical matter into his light frequency, as if he was able to vaporize his energy and then rematerialize his energy into another location and reappear. But for this common purpose, as you are now experiencing this frequency of Lea being able to simply time travel, move her energy into another essence, into another frequency, she has simply altered the frequency, altered the particles of light and the crystalline light body in which surrounds her and which has created her, and she's able to access our frequencies and our energies at her own will. And so, dear ones, each of you are able to do this on a conscious level. Each of you are able to bring your energies into a conscious state of awareness and allow yourself to shift your frequencies and simply allow yourself to bilocate your frequencies into another dimensional frequency. This is how you enter in to the etheric temples, both in Lemuria and Atlantis, and throughout the planetary system. This is how you have entered into the Agartha network and entered into the inner earth. It is also what you do when you sleep at night and you allow your mind to rest and you're able to travel to other dimensions, to other planets, to other galaxies, and to various points of what we call entry into the earth, where you are learning, growing, accessing energy, and anchoring your energy upon the earth plane through the ley lines and the grid lines. And even, dearest children, at the time of your birth, you have gone through a portal, allowing your spirit and your soul to enter into your physical body and allow your body to travel at will through your crown chakra. And at the time of your physical death, you are able to time travel and leave your physical body and return back into spirit essence, into the dimensional time and frequency in which you shall return. And so we want to bring this information to you so that you can demystify this understanding of time travel. For you see, many are now beginning to be aware that the human consciousness is more advanced and evolved than one can comprehend or even realize. And yet, when people have read or understood about time travel, they feel that it is illusionary, that it is not of truth, that it cannot happen, that it does not exist. And yet, dearest children, we come to set the record straight that all of you are doing this every single day, every single evening when you go to sleep at night. Your spirit essence leaves your body and you travel into another dimensional frequency where you are learning and growing and evolving in consciousness so that you can return into your physicality with greater awareness, with greater wisdom, with greater knowledge, and be able to access the wisdom into your third dimensional frequency in life. This is how you learn many skills and talents. Just as if you are a talented musician or a talented artist, you are able to access this energy through the time and portal that is opened up in your crown chakra that will allow you to access the energy, the space, the learning, and the knowledge of what we call the collective energy of your individual pursuit. So say you wish to understand more about scientific endeavors, you wish to understand about the theory of relativity, as Einstein has brought forth his wisdom and his understanding in his lifetime. He literally accessed the information and energy through time travel and brought it back into his consciousness, back into his awareness, and be able to use this energy for the purpose and good of mankind. So many individuals now, many of the new children that are here upon the planet, and many old souls as well, are accessing this greater wisdom teachings through time travel and bringing forth inspirations, new ideas that are now helping the earth to heal and to help with the planetary crisis that is occurring upon this planet. There are many souls that are now receiving inspirations, and you wonder where they are getting these ideas of helping to save the planet, helping to take care of the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, and yes, all of the creatures in the sea from all of the pollution. There are many souls that are, as they say, accessing information through time travel to be able to bring forth new ideas, new inventions, and new ways of helping the planet from the destruction and the chaos and the pollution that humanity and mankind has created on earth. So simply, dearest children, if you have a desire, if you have an inspiration, if you have the willingness to be able to allow yourself and your consciousness to be able to become inspired and enlightened. Perhaps you have this dream that you wish to become a prolific writer, or perhaps you wish to access information that can help assist this planet or assist humanity simply by coming up with what we call new ideas, new theories that will assist humanity and all of life to return to balance. You see, as you understand this concept, that you have more control than you realize, and that you are not limited, as they say, to your own human consciousness and your own human intellect. Perhaps we are confusing you somewhat, but we do not wish to do that. We are just wishing to say that you are more empowered, you have more wisdom, you have more ability than you give yourself credit for, and have access to this knowledge and this wisdom through time travel as you allow yourself to move into this state of consciousness and be downloaded with information and energy that will allow you to tap in to this greater wisdom teachings that are available for all of you. And so we say at this time, dearest children, if you so will, we ask you to take a deep inhaling breath and simply begin to breathe in the energy of the white light of God, and simply begin to relax into this state of consciousness, that you are deeply, deeply connected to your own innate wisdom, and that your beautiful, beautiful spirit is now expanding in consciousness, in awareness, in your physical awareness, that you are accessing your beautiful spirit, accessing the memories, accessing the information, accessing all of the experience of your spirit and soul essence, and allowing this to come into your consciousness and remember who you are, the skills, the gifts that are held within your own Akashic records. So it is if you are tapping into the great computer of your own Akashic records, and you're able to access those lifetimes, those experiences, and those energies by simply time traveling back into that frequency. And let us say you wish to be a powerful musician, and you wish to call this energy forward into your current state of being. And you say, I wish to allow these gifts and talents as a musician that I hold within my Akashic records. May I go forth in time travel and access all this frequency, bring it into my physical embodiment, into my consciousness, into my awareness, so that this energy can flow through me with grace and ease. You will be the same as if you were and are a scientist and you've lived in another planet or another galaxy, and you were working, as they say, in parallel lives. And you're able to access the wisdom to say, help to bring the crisis to the planet of how to bring healing to the earth from pollution, from the overuse of plastic, from the contamination that is in the waters and in the earth from pesticides and chemicals. You see, dearest ones, you have this ability. You have this access. You have this choice to tap into your greater wisdom. You are not limited by your personality. You are not limited by this incarnation. That is simply what we are trying to tell you today, that you are much more, as you have understood yourself to be a multi-dimensional being. You've heard this term, and yet perhaps you have not really understood what this meant. As a multi-dimensional being, you are accessing and living and existing all at one time. Again, as if there is a continuum of time and space, and you're able to access this energy from all lifetimes, all experiences, from the inception of your spirit and your soul. You see, the young children that come in who are child prodigies have come in with this open awareness and this open portal, and they are still accessing this energy, as they say, through time travel, as they're keeping this portal alive and open to access their gifts, their knowledge, their wisdom. And so if you have that desire, if you have that wish, to be a powerful healer, a teacher, a leader, and inventor, whatever it is within your heart that you wish that you were able to become, we say, dearest children, it is possible. Simply believe and understand that this energy that runs through you, through all time and space, is accessible. Just as Lea is able to tap into our energy frequencies through what we call this portal of energy, as she raises her frequency and moves through the time capsule and moves through what we call the tube of light, through her own Merkabic field, she's able to access our energies. And you, dearest children, are able to do this with any and all that you wish to bring forward. So now, dearest ones, I ask you to take a deep inhaling breath and begin to allow yourself in this moment of time to center your heart into your soul. Simply begin to breathe into what you call the seat of your soul. Simply breathe this energy into your heart. Allow yourself to feel this expression of your own divinity and the power of the truth of who you are. Breathe in the expression of your own divinity, calling in this energy into your being. as if you're giving yourself permission to access your beautiful soul essence. And allow yourself to now receive from all of the vibrational frequencies that you hold within your essence self, meaning that you're able to access all of the gifts and talents that you've ever been. And so if you wish to, as they say, become more proficient in writing or music or any creative endeavor or any scientific pursuit or any medical wisdom that you've held as a powerful healer, let us say as a medicine man or woman, as a shaman, begin to allow yourself to raise your frequency through the portal of time, through time and space, in what you call this tube of light, through time traveling, and access this energy into your Akashic records. And then bring it back into your awareness, into your heart. It is how we, Jeshua and I, were able to access our true spirit essence. It is how we began to work with this energy when we lived on the earth plane over 2,000 years ago in our incarnations as Jesus of Nazareth and Mary Magdalene. We would sit quietly and we would call this energy and essence back into our memory, into our essence, so that we could call forth the power and the strength of our divine spirit. Yes, through time travel. And yes, we would literally appear and reappear into physical form and bilocate our energies into other dimensions, times, and space, and into physical locations that we needed to be. And so if you have the desire that you wish, once again, to be in a certain location, then allow yourself to call in this energy and bilocate so that you can remember this experience. That you can access the energy in your conscious mind through your spirit essence, through time travel. And for those who once again wish to connect to the inner earth and to the Agartha network and to the etheric temples of the Ascended Masters and the etheric temples in Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt, and the great civilizations of Sumeria, know at this time that this energy is available for all of you to access. The veils have been lifted upon this planet, and no time in history have you been able to access this energy at the depth and the level that you're able to do it now. This is a cycle of planetary evolution that is allowing humans and humanity to ascend in consciousness at a very rapid rate. And you are privileged and are able to be privy to this information and to this energy on a conscious level in this current time of your current civilization here in your 21st century. Simply, it is easier for all of you to access what you call the esoteric teachings and the power of your spirit and your connection to the great I Am presence at a deep and profound level. So what we are saying is that you are not alone. You have never been alone. And this is the time and the now for all of you to understand that you have created for yourself a powerful, powerful opportunity to become a living master, accessing all of your essence selves into this incarnation through time travel. Everything that you've ever been, everything that you've ever experienced, you're able to call it in now, if you so choose, to access the energy into your awareness, easily and effortlessly, with intention. And you say, what does this have to do with my life now? Why would I want to do this? What is the purpose of this? And we say, dearest children, because you were returning back to oneness and unity with yourself, into your I Am presence, as if you're coming home to yourself again. Everything that you've ever been, everything you've ever become, everything that you shall be is happening simultaneously in this moment of now, and allowing you to evolve into your self-mastery as a master. And so, dearest sons and daughters of the light, know that Jeshua and I have brought this to your attention because there are so many of you waiting to fulfill, as they say, your destinies, and to be able to access your beautiful essence cells so that you can create a more prolific life for yourself and live in the full power of your own individual lives, so that you can show and teach others how a beautiful ascended master, an ascended being of light, is living on this earth plane. You are the teachers, you are the way showers. You are the children of the now. Does not matter how old or young you are. It simply is the time now to access the power of who you are in your consciousness and bring all that you shall be by your own destiny into fruition. If you wish to create a healthy physical body, then you will call in what you call the etheric double of your essence self in your magnificence, your body temple, calling this energy in as if you were now calling all that you've ever been in your divine perfection into your physicality and beginning to overlay this over your physical body. This may sound strange to you, but this is what will keep you healthy and strong. any aspect of your life that you were struggling with, then you were able to go into your Akashic records and tap into that frequency and call in that lifetime or lifetimes where there was divine perfection. And there, dearest children, you're over to overlay it now and bring it into reality. We know this is somewhat of a, perhaps can be a confusing understanding of how time travel and how your own spirit essence works. But simply, dearest children, it is not as difficult as it perhaps may sound. Simply begin to raise your frequency, call in your spirit essence, and allow yourself to receive that which is for your highest good, to enter in to your physicality, into your conscious awareness. And you can bring these energies back in to fruition, into your consciousness, into your life, so that you'll be able to serve yourself, humanity, and Mother Gaia in the most beautiful and loving and treasured way. It is how Joshua and I, as we say, were able to master our energies and create the miracles and the healing that Joshua brought forth during his incarnation. And this is the energy of the Christ consciousness, the super consciousness, that is now accessible to you, so you may return to mastery and to live your life in divine, holy perfection. And so now, dear sons and daughters of light, take another deep breath and just return back into your being, fully relaxed, knowing and understanding that you have this ability, you have the access to entering into this frequency through your tube of light, through time travel, accessing the energies that are for your highest good at any time, just as you do when you go to sleep, and just as you do or can do at any moment of conscious waking. Go now, my children, with the understanding that all is in order and all is as it should be. We simply bring this to your attention so you can move forward into self-mastery with greater ease, joy, and love within your life. Go now, my children, and be at peace. And we thank you, Mary Magdalene, and we thank you, Joshua. We thank all the beings of light who have stepped forward to help assist us today. We thank our spirits, our souls, and we thank the great Creator for this opportunity now, for lifting the veils, so that we as a civilization can evolve into higher conscious teachings and understanding of who we truly are. This we thank thee, and so it is.